to the September 29th meeting of the Historic District Commission. After presentation by the applicant, members of the public will be allowed 2 opportunities to speak on the agenda items. The chair will ask if anybody from the public has questions of the applicant to understand the project. After questions are closed, the chair will ask if anyone from the public has comments. Members of the public will have up to 3 minutes per person to comment. Comments should be limited to the exterior design of the building and site. Comments will not be allowed as to the interior design of the project, et cetera. Thank you. And we're gonna introduce ourselves, starting with Martha.
Martha Ball.
Elizabeth Moss.
Mark Ballard.
Arlene Tunney.
Kay McManus.
Bill Cook.
Mark Valencourt.
Okay, our first one is the Bayer residence. Gregory and Crystal Bayer, Plat 6, Lot 93, fire number 334, High Street. For an accessory residential structure. Is your green light on? And just identify yourself. You want to say anything about it?
This is the few things that we changed after LF construction was we changed the roof pitch from top floor to 10th floor. We also changed the window shape and from the back side of the house. I think those were the only 2 things that we spoke about.
We also spoke about, is there a deck outside the sliding glass door? It doesn't say what's there or what it's gonna look like.
I don't think there's a deck in this thing.
Well, you can't just walk down. According to this, it's like 18 inches above grade.
Was it just stairs?
Are there stairs?
I think it's just gonna be stairs.
And the this front elevation doesn't match the drawings at all. And this says it's gonna be plank and this is clapboard. I mean, this is shingles. What,
I think they're going to change there's hard to people.
so it's not hardy plank lap siding?
No.
It's the hardy, but it is the hardy shingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the planks, as you put in your application. The drawing, for the rear elevation shows the window is 1 piece of glass. Your enclosure from the windows, although I don't know who's making them, it doesn't really say. Shows it as, are those sliding windows or?
The one on the back?
Yeah,
That's just the front of the one.
I'm sorry.
The front of the window. They're gonna be fixed.
Is it open?
No, that's fixed. Fixed? Yeah.
It's an Anderson.
How do you know that?
It's the number, it's Series A and
I see that.
Yeah.
But the window, how does the window work?
I'm looking at it right now. So. Yeah, I don't think it opens up.
Pardon?
I don't think it opens at all. They fix them.
And what kind of trim is around the windows? It doesn't say that.
Well, the outside, he's got
Yeah, but what size? Doesn't say that.
more.
It says the corners are 1x4. So the window trim is 1x4 too?
Yes.
So the windows are all 1/1?
It shows 2/2 here, 1/1 here, so
Yeah. Yeah, from the manufacturer, it looks like 2/2.
looks like 2/2.
But the drawing,
The manufacturer looks like it's 1/1.
no, if you
It's a
look,
light
it's a light line, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it does say that it's the proper
Yeah.
muntins.
Good.
But if you look here, the front one it's
8/8.
8/8. Maybe. That's the photographed one, and the the drawing shows it as 2/2.
Could we have him just go through each elevation to
Yeah.
clarify?
Yeah,
Because the back and forth is confusing.
Well, it's a matter of records.
Agreed, but I think
Yeah.
if we could just get it so we can.
so the
follow
front
sort of the
elevation,
video.
Now, we're using this or are we using the colored one?
well, we're using this one because the colored one has no relationship to.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
The colored one was just what was originally given to me the material, so use the building. One. Or.
So this has nothing to do with anything.
So it's the drawings dated 8/25,
Yes.
25. Okay.
That's too bad.
Well, the rendering is entirely different.
Right, they
Right.
said, don't use that one, use these.
The colored picture was just to give me a list of materials, that's how they originally gave it to me. So use the. Building plan if you're gonna go through all those.
What window? From the Anderson list is the front elevation. Window on the front elevation.
So you want this?
I was gonna say, you can have mine if you want it.
Wait, more.
Which window is the front elevation? Is it this one or? What's the size? 38? But, well,
Yeah, go by the arrow.
well, these are both the same. This is the size and double hung.
Do they have mullions or not?
Yes, they have they're 2/2. You can see.
Is it specified in the
Yes,
specs?
yeah, it says, fine light grills between the glass. And the grill spacer color.
I think it's the one that's 30 millimeters.
Yes.
So the front is 2/2.
And the door looks to be
That's,
what it is drawn.
yeah, it's what's drawn, yeah. On to the next. This is the one with, it's a long elevation with one dinky window.
Are you gonna adjourn now?
Yeah,
Isn't the next one the rear?
Yeah, 5A.
Pardon?
Yes, going 5A.
Yeah, kitchen.
oh, I missed it. That's the back,
Yeah.
So what side are we doing?
the rear
That's the case.
In here.
during 5A.
That's.
And drawing 5B has,
We talk about five then.
okay, talk about it.
What about the window?
Hmm?
How do you feel about the window?
I don't think it's pretty.
Is there only one window in that wall? Because I know there's a closet, and then there's a bedroom, but it's because the bed goes against there and they don't wanna. They have a door, and they don't want a window in that one wall.
I think the bedroom on the back wall.
That window's on the back wall, but the closet is no, shouldn't impact.
They don't
Having-
want a window in the
Well,
closet.
start.
No, but there's a whole wall. There's 10'4" of wall that could have a window.
That's where that bed's gonna go.
The style of the window is inappropriate for the building, I don't think. Perhaps a pair of double hung together would be more appropriate.
Yeah, I think the bed is gonna be sit on that side.
Yeah.
Well, the bed is, it can move, that's not important.
So what Michael just said something about it. Bubble that you make him higher. Find out. More light in the bedroom. Is that what you meant, Mike?
Yes,
I mean, I guess we could have another window in the bedroom.
no, what I'm saying is that space was 6 feet, something like that. Rather than having one window, if you have a pair of double hung windows that go up and down like the other windows that you have in the building. Would be more appropriate for the building, I believe, in my opinion.
Okay, so keep it in the same area, but.
Yeah.
Another one next to it.
Yeah, roughly the same area.
Well, if we move to 5B, if we had another double hung in that bedroom, that would help that elevation an awful lot instead of one window in the middle of.
I think you just said that's where the bed's gonna go and you'll be looking at pillow from the outside.
It's a small room.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a small room and it's, I think the opposite side, they're gonna have
Well, and
the
if you go,
sliders.
and if you change the fix to two doubles, then the bed can
Yeah.
go right in between those. And actually, and it gives a ton of light, looks 10 times better.
I mean, you have a space that's only this wide in between,
Well-
fine,
Yeah.
gives you,
For that too.
it
Yeah.
creates an illusion. Like that one better. Like the old one better.
Well, what do you think, everybody?
I don't have any opinion on 5A folks.
I can see where it's working for the homeowner that way. Prettiest thing, but it works for the homeowner.
With regard to 5A, I don't think that changes the situation at all. For the space inside. It's just how it appears on the outside.
You mean to have two twin double hungs?
Oh, that, we're not talking about, that's.
No, if you do that.
You can move this along.
Yeah, I mean, either
Yeah.
two twin double hungs or one double hung. I
Right.
mean, it's a small, it's only 15 feet.
Right.
but-
That's a 6 foot window.
Right, but no, I'm saying either one small or
Because-
double hung.
You switch that now, but
It's just-
and actually now works the way it's supposed to. Where you want it, right?
Real last.
Swear, they pay me to do this stuff.
Which wall are they gonna put the bed on?
That's not our.
Yeah,
Doesn't apply to five A.
I
That's
think
just-
also doing that because that gives them privacy, I mean, that's gonna be the bedrooms and facing the neighbor's house.
Well, you can put curtains on or shades or.
Where is this?
That faces the Dodge, Dodge Cottage,
Where is? What should look like this place?
At one point, we had a site plan of this and I-
There is a site plan included. in
I had it in last month's packet and you told me you didn't need it anymore, so I didn't put it in this month's packet.
I'm just trying to find a common ground.
Yeah,
here so
my
we can Get this thing through and
is
be
to-
done with it.
is to change the window, it's the rear window to, is what Mike says, either one or two double hungs that match the other windows.
We changed it, that was a different window, and after our last discussion, we changed that.
Well, at the last discussion, it was just a slit window.
It wasn't-
No, that's what is.
Was there?
What do you think?
Oh, I'm trying to find common ground for everybody. I agree with Mike. I would rather see the two double hungs on the back. I also agree with you, Arlene. That one side is blank. That being said. I would be willing to put forth. That we put, on paper because of the mixed up paperwork, that the windows all have to be 2/2.
Well, we
We
have,
counter them with, they can certainly come back and say, we don't want to do that, but we would like to see. The same Anderson 400s that are on the front. Elevation and what's on that backside. The right elevation, whatever.
yeah, it's a side,
consistency,
right.
On the backside. And then everything else I'm okay with. But I agree with Mike that the back would just look better with two.
Anybody else have any comments?
Well, how
How
large are yours?
Yeah,
How large?
and trying to find a middle for
How
everyone.
How large are they? Where are they being placed?
Well, they're the same size as what's there, which, what's proposed in the other area, and those,
56, they're 56 by 38.
yeah.
No, I mean, are they the same? Is this one flipped or are they the
Same as the
same
right elevation.
as the right elevation?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm on the left elevation. I will get them. Okay, which small?
And actually, the left elevation is also, that's.
Okay, but the
Yeah.
right elevation has,
400.
right elevation has two side, different size windows.
Correct.
So which one are
Well,
you talking about?
I just assumed you would follow the trail of yellow brick road to the bigger one. not the one over the kitchen sink.
No, I wasn't following that at all.
So that would wind up giving us 1, 2, that would just pretty much uniform all the windows of the house that aren't a special use.
Yeah,
Which would be a way to.
and would you add one on the, what is this? The, left elevation in the bedroom,
5B.
drawing
I'm trying
5B?
to make everybody happy. I mean, if you want to throw it in there, we can throw that in there, but.
You know why they wanted a fixed window that big? Is there a reason?
Well, they had a bigger one,
Yeah, and then we made them.
And then,
This is 60 by 36, and I've been on board for like 12 years, and we've never let a window slide like that,
No,
plain piece of glass.
but I think. Do we all agree? that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a double.
But I think if we get those two windows on the back, I can live with everything else at this point. I feel safe about what the materials list is.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would like to see a second window on the left elevation.
Somebody make a motion.
yeah, go for it. Make a motion then.
I make a motion that we add, we don't use the P 50/30 on the rear elevation. We use two double hungs or even one double hung.
No, not.
No, two double hungs.
Don't go off script.
And add the same window, which would match the TW 3046s. On the left elevation in the bedroom area somewhere.
Drawing 5B.
Yeah, which is drawing 5B. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Well, just for that comment.
Right.
Right.
Hold on, I can also can't write that fast.
I still think that if you have two windows, it doesn't matter what size they are. They don't have to match the ones that are around the corner because you're not going to see them at the same time. And you're taking up a lot of space. You're creating more. By the time you add the third window or the second window, you're going to be taking up a fair amount of wall space inside.
I agree with Martha on that. I mean, if we're general consensus is two double hung windows on the back.
They make it the same size as 6 feet intrafocal.
Make them the same, make those
I mean,
the
that-
same size.
Right. But they don't have to be the same, this size,
Right,
they could be. They need to match one of the two.
I don't think
I
it's necessary.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see them the same time. From pretty much anywhere. And if you are, lots of houses have different size windows. As long as they're not right
Well-
beside each other.
Well, do we want them to come back with what they propose to do there besides window?
I would like that, and I think
Yeah.
if, even if it's, yeah. Even if it doesn't have to be wait for the full meeting for that issue, if everything else gets resolved,
Right,
So
do
we're
that
talking about
administratively.
the window on the backside, having double hung, the same width is just.
Right.
Give them the same space with the floor on the inside.
right.
I think the only thing up for discussion was the height of the windows.
Yeah, because this window is only 30 inches high, or maybe 3 feet. And that's very awkward for a double hung.
If that's what they, but if that's what they want, they've already got, a big window and a slider.
Well, folks, what do we want to do here?
Well, we have a motion in a second.
But then we have Martha's opinion and she got, somebody else agree with her, and I agree with
Us,
the bit, you, yes.
So why don't you make a motion, Martha?
Wait, you have to,
Oh, first let's vote on my.
can't do
motion.
that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So that's 3 to 4.
Who voted against?
and the motion can be.
Right, yeah.
Or you can withdraw.
All right, I'll withdraw the motion.
Okay.
Make another motion.
I make a motion that we'd ask the,
Put your light on, please.
thank you. I make a motion that we ask the, applicant owner to come back. Now, are these all the changes? The changes are in the bedroom to put two windows of the same size on the, I have no idea if it's north, south, east, west, north,
Rear, they call it rear.
rear. It's like and it's in town. I have no idea what direction it is. And, an additional window on the left or right?
Left.
Left, thank you. And those are all double hung. Were there other,
Mike made a good point, it shouldn't be the 36 inches, it should be more like 48 or something, because I don't even think they make a double hung. That's 36.
well, if they're making it if they've already got one to match that one,
Oh,
I think the issue might be, you have to have certain sizes for code. I really don't know anything about that. But they've got, you've already got the double hung, the slider, I'm sorry. And the full double hung in there, so I'd like to leave them that option.
So they'll come back with showing us that drawing. Is that your motion?
Yeah, and to clarify, it's just uncertain on the drawings, where the grade is and where it comes down, if there's going to have to be stairs or, something else, because there are places that say, access to grade on site by builder. I have no idea what that means. And, just to clarify that.
I agree with that.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I also, I think it would be a separate motion, but it's along with Martha's to submit a revised materials list that also reflects
The cloud.
the actual application of what you propose to do.
The shingles.
Because it's way more than the shingles.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
resubmit the materials list and
And
clarify,
on the stairs, maybe.
because you've got, to the point with the hardy plank, you've submitted hardy plank, but you're saying it's hardy shingles. I don't know, Mark, you
And the size of the
You
trim
and Bill
boards.
probably know, I don't know what the size of hardy shingles, is it a standard size? Cause I know hardy plank, there's a range.
Most likely, I think you're using the pieces, right? Yeah, it's in 4-foot lengths. It looks like it's not actually
Okay.
individual,
What do you
but it
mean,
all.
what is-
clips.
Right, but I mean the actual exposure.
Oh, the exposure? Oh, the reveal?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's 5.5. It's
Okay,
standard.
cause I know for the planks, there is a range. It's 5.5 to 9 and the application had 7-inch. I would just want to make sure that whatever the exposure matches or is slightly smaller exposure than the existing historic house.
Yeah, and where it says composite PVC window trim, what's the size of the trim? Yeah, well, we wanted it in writing. It doesn't.
Right, nowhere do the drawings reflect what's coming in, so just for clarification.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Wait. You made that as a second motion?
Mhm.
I need someone to second
I'll
that.
second that. All in favor? Opposed?
So
Later, Judge.
to clarify, make sure I have everything written down, right?
Yeah.
We withdrew Arlene's motion and did Martha's motion of them coming back to the next meeting with updated drawings showing 2x2 double hung on the rear elevation with an additional window on the left elevation to clarify the grade for all sides.
That's a sliding glass. at the sliding glass doors.
Okay,
It's marked in certain places on the plan.
Yeah, and the front door.
okay. And then the second motion to get a revised material list updated to match.
Right.
Right, okay. Checking.
Two events.
All right, let's move on to the next, which is Edward and Diane Haiti. Plat 7, lot 67, fire number 351 High Street. For hip dormers and roof changes.
So we, the drawing should reflect the dormer. Proposed dormer, which is, picked. And if, as Mark had noticed, that we were trying to replicate the same look as on the turret, like that same sort of appearance for the dormer, 7-foot width. The only deviation we would be requesting would be in the drawing, there's that one single window. We would be, our request is for 2 side-by-side double hung 2/2 Anderson 400 width.
What size would they be?
27 width, which is matching the same as in the turret, and on matching on the same sides of the house with 27 width by 36 height.
So that would be in place of the single window that's shown.
Correct. They would be side by side,
What's the width of the single window that you show?
27-inch,
So it'd be 2 of those,
2 of those.
so it's double.
That they'd be longer than what's shown.
Yes,
Twice
Huh?
as much window.
correct.
2.5 times. Comments?
Could you just, for the record, you mentioned it last time, but this all got tabled.
Sure.
Why this is being proposed? I know there's,
So,
and what's being changed.
sure. So currently, there are 2 very disgusting looking attic fans, because the whole purpose of the installation, from what I heard, was to provide ventilation up there. So I would never suggest that they are historical in nature whatsoever. So ours is to bring it more in keeping with the architecture itself. I provided last time the examples of Queen Anne Victorian homes, which incorporated dormers. So ours is a proposal to provide ventilation up there utilizing dormer rather than 2 fans that are up there, which are really no longer functional while we're doing a roof on this house, that we would install something that is in keeping with the architecture. I provided a number of examples last.
So the addition of the door is for ventilation.
Correct. And also, I mean, we maintain an inventory of, this is an old house, we have some old furniture in there, and we keep chairs and things and so forth up there, and it will allow us just more space, because it's quite crowded up, upstairs in our head.
Are there other windows that you would open in addition? Because for ventilation, you need a draft.
Yes, on the other side. So, picture we have there on the north facing side of the house, but we want exactly the same to be on the south facing side.
And where this, I'm just curious, where is this one?
Where is it
Yeah.
located?
That's, I think that one was.
No,
I don't know,
And the 7-foot width, how do you come to that?
there's a 22-foot span there. So essentially it would be a third.
You're asking for 2 windows in the dog instead.
Correct.
I think the dog deserves more window.
Yes.
Right now, I was asking how it ended up being a 7-foot wide dormer.
Well, in doing my research, I had found that anywhere between 1/3 and 1/2 would be an appropriate dormer size. And for the space upstairs, you know, that seems to fit the bill.
Yeah, it doesn't appear there's any overhang on the dormer roof.
Right,
As
so
drawn.
If you were, yes, as drawn, but if I had provided last time an example of a hip dormer. And if you were to look at that example I provided, which we're going to pursue that same look. And I'm glad Mark picked up on it, it does give the appearance that it sort of replicates that same sort of angles for the dormer that do already appear on the top.
So,
So it will have overhang or not?
Yes,
I mean, out of the samples that you submitted last time, I mean, we brought it, I mean, they're slightly different. I mean, so which one, you said you're matching the sample, so is there a
It is.
particular one you are matching, or is there, just because the rendering is coming out very flat, doesn't show the overhang, so we
the
just want to.
complete package supplied last time showed just an individual shot of the pit that we were pursuing. No.
This was part of the full package last time. So it'd be something similar in this is the model.
Yes.
Has like a bit of, just like the turret has a bit of a curve. It's
You're
not
gonna have a
straight,
curve?
And we want to replicate that curve as well, just in keeping with what we have going on for frontage curve.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the dormers with 2 windows, a little longer than what's shown, 27 by 36.
Right.
And with the details as shown on the photograph, is it the hip photograph.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finding a fact.
Say again.
You need finding a fact.
Oh, findings of fact. This is an important historical house. It has a problem with ventilation, and the dormers are to help provide ventilation in the attic. And the dormers are in keeping with the vernacular of the house.
Till next time, man.
Now I get to change places.
I just need to get.
Oh, yeah.
Give me 1 second.
It's a whole cinema block.
Mine died.
Mhm.
So I could.
It's not how that works.
And seen. This is Lori's on, right?
Hold on 1 second. Did she tell you that you have to run the meeting for this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the next agenda item is Zon, Jim and Lori, Plat 7, Lot 70. This is to replace windows and construct a shed. Tell us all about your project.
Shed, big type, 10 by 12 shed. And basically it's a garden place. And this is the picture, but it's not gonna look like this at all. It's the shape, this is what it doesn't look like. Right, the shape, that's it for the shape and size.
Siding and massing.
Okay, with your shape. Yeah, do shingles and form house to match the house. any questions on the shed?
Oh, the site plan, doesn't show any streets or where it is. So it's not clear to me. What's the red square and the blue square?
That would be the shed, the proposed shed.
The red and the blue?
Red is the shed and I think the blue is the
Little porch.
porch on front of the shed.
What little port?
This little overhang.
You don't have a drawing of the shed you want.
Well, it's basically this is different siding.
Okay.
This is a prefab that put together on the site.
So where it says, gravel driveway, that comes in from where?
We're next to the Sheffield house.
This is McQueen's old house.
I'm just saying.
So it's,
No,
Right.
this isn't Queens.
it is. So where it says,
Why does it say now formerly Harding?
I don't know.
Did they buy it from?
The road,
Oh,
Sunset Hill, it's owned by the.
Patricia, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Street.
right.
I was on the zoning
Harding
board
is
of that
owned-
house.
owned by a-
All about it.
So where's?
So where's High Street?
High Street is the top of the page. Where it says Iron Rod Set, that's High Street.
That's High Street. So the driveway comes,
The private right of way and the driveway comes right in off of the private. way.
Yeah, that would not be allowed today.
Wait, where's High Street?
Well, how many
Where's High
houses are
Street?
off of that?
she says High Street something. So the driveway comes in off of High Street?
The private right of way comes in off High Street,
Oh,
and then the driveway comes in off of the private.
Okay, so the private right of way is not High Street.
No, no.
I thought that's what you
On the
said.
top of the page,
High Street is far to your.
High Street is up here.
Oh, we're holding the page differently.
Right. Oh, no,
Sorry.
It's the top of the page.
Over here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is High Street.
Where the, stone pillars are,
Yeah, with little
Yeah.
stops.
Okay.
that, right, yeah.
So this shed is sort of tucked in the back corner of the property.
Yeah.
And is it gonna be cedar shake?
Yeah.
Cedar shake shingle?
Yeah.
Say that once.
Real-
Thank you.
Driveway.
Yeah.
Sheffield House.
No, this is driveway show
Right.
here, right?
So where's this road?
That road. That's High Street right here.
High
That's
Street.
the right of way,
Which is where I'm.
which is going this way.
here.
So you're coming up High Street, and taking the right at Sheffield, coming down into the left.
That's Sheffield.
Yep, no, right here.
Oh.
On the map, it would be right here, right across the road, the dirt road. And right here,
This is High Street.
nope, High Street's right here.
Mike,
All right.
Mike, this is High Street,
Yeah,
this was,
thank you.
this was Lori's.
Yep.
You got it.
High
Right.
Street is the diagonal line.
This is Harry Rose's.
Oh, it's all one. Yeah, it's on one.
And so the total footprint
split
again, I know it's
And
10 by 12. And the roof material?
it was shingles to match the house.
Okay, so this photo is purely for massing.
It's.
Yeah.
Okay,
This photo is what they give you from the prefab.
okay.
From the shed company, and then you can decorate the outside as.
So is this two applications would replace windows too?
And then also replace
Okay, so do we,
some
do we
windows.
vote on this one first?
Well, no, it's. all
No,
one.
he wants it all in one.
I mean, I
Alright,
don't
well-
have any objections to this part. If you
No,
wanna move-
I was gonna say, let's move on to the windows.
Yeah. Now that I understand it and I know where High Street is.
Yes.
Agreed.
Now that, if we move on to the house part, the house was built around 1950. And the windows are original to the house. And a lot of them are painted shut. So the plan is to replace on the rear elevation here two double hung windows with exactly the same thing, except they'll be Anderson's.
Two over two.
Two of them.
Okay. And then,
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, all the window replacements are gonna be pretty much as they are set.
this bay window,
Except the bay.
The bay window is now 30-degree bay. We propose to make it a 45-degree bay, so that it's more conducive to sitting in. And
And what
instead-
elevation is that on?
Here.
But I mean, if I'm looking at the plan, where, okay.
And the center unit is looking to be a double hung.
The center will be
Double hung.
of the bay.
Of the bay. So the two side ones will be wider double hung, this is now 45-degree bay. And there's a picture of it.
What's the
just wanna
width,
give you the
what's the width of the center?
I think it's 4 feet. There's a picture of
It's a big double hung.
that.
how much bigger is the space getting from from 30 to 45? Is the space itself staying the same? And just the angles, the RO is the same, the rough opening? Perfect, that's all I need to know. That makes it easier, it's in kind.
Is a small. It has a single door, and we propose to put in.
Slider.
Slider.
And then the other window change, this is the kitchen windows. And the way it is there's a sink, and if you're very tall and very strong, you can reach over the sink and slide.
Well, no, they're painted shut too.
Right, but if they weren't.
If they weren't, you'd have to have very long.
And I couldn't do it. So what we plan to do is take the same size window, which is, I think it's 38 inches wide, and make it an awning with two. Or at least you can crank it out. And that's the extent of the changes. And they're Anderson's, true divided, not true, simulated true divided lots.
Discussion?
The casements, I believe, are the AAN 21034.
That's going. Yeah.
Well, I make a motion, you guys.
Go for it.
We'll start with the shed, the 10 by 12 shed. That's gonna have cedar shingles for the siding and asphalt roofing. It's gonna be similar to the front porch as what was shown for masking and siding. With the windows, the bay windows in the house, gonna have a 45-degree angle instead of a 30, giving more space inside. Instead of having one glass in the front, they're gonna be a double hung in the front, and the sides will probably have the same size as existing. the door, the single door in the back. Going to have a sliding door, I don't keep sliding.
It's a six, oh,
Yeah. To replace that door, and that's a big improvement because of light and, yeah, I think that's. It's a sliding door or French door?
slider.
Slide. And does it have any grits in it or is it just single glass?
I didn't show any, but it could if you want, but I don't see.
The other similar door on the back of the house does not have any grids in it, but open-minded on
It's
that.
in the historic district, it's a historic building for sure. And that's it.
Well, we're gonna replace the siding in the back of White Pines.
Replace the siding with,
In kind.
with doors gonna be replaced, and what about with the bay
In
window?
the back where the two windows are.
Yeah, it's in kind.
Huh?
In kind.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Or actually, I'm sorry, that's a motion.
I'll second that.
Second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Now serving. How does Ellison? Ladies,
You ready for it?
Yes.
Well, first, we're here to say that we're gonna do the, windows that requested on the third floor, starting this fall. We ended up having to do some things for the fire marshal, and by the time it was the windows turn, we were stressed to open a can of worms in April, knowing like the rot
Yeah,
issue.
Just give me a minute, because I don't think we said that this is,
Well, you guys just asked for the update, but.
Calva's,
This
plat,
is-
plats,
oh, sorry.
plat,
Oh, she's having to read the.
yeah,
plat 6, lot 70, fire number 354 High Street. Oh, no, that's not this. Plat 6, lot 119, fire 62 Dodge Street.
I need to get introductions. Okay. I'm Christina, back at that.
Now, go.
No, so we're gonna do the third floor windows, starting right after Thanksgiving,
perfect.
then guaranteed. Provided installed. And also, so we, since, Amanda has to come, we also, in all of our measures, realized that the windows, when separated, which I've been told is quite easy by HA, that we can use them on the back part of the building, which we're getting, would be very nice for us to do. So we added to our application coming to do those. They're completely in kind of what's there, 2/2. Sizing, the roof opening's the same. We won't be altering, I'm gonna have to replace some shingles around them, but otherwise we won't be altering anything. And then we also added, we'll need one more on that room. And then there's, I believe like 4 more in the front. So that will do. the window on that side.
So there'll be one window in the gable end?
No,
Instead of two?
it's gonna be a 2 over, it's not in this application, it's what you guys have to wait.
Okay,
For last year.
okay,
So I was just.
but it
updating
won't be
on that.
impinging on the
Exactly.
trim.
No.
That's, that all you guys approved, telling you that, you're doing it.
Okay,
It's a smaller window, a shorter window, I should
Yeah.
say, yeah, the same
I'm starting to think they just like coming and hanging out with us every so often.
thing.
I can't read what you've written.
Oh, okay. Double window from third floor will be separated and reused on second floor, but we will replace 11 windows in total. So that double window on both sides creates 4 windows, and then we're purchasing a few more to finish out.
You have a drawing of the gable ends with the new windows.
No, that you
It's-
approved.
it's already approved, Mike.
Previously.
We already approved it.
You did.
Yeah. we're
Oh, no,
not-
we approved it a while ago. They're just updating us that they're finally gonna do it.
Probably.
But that, their timeline update on that. so
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't
we
have to talk
approved it a
about that
long time
anymore,
ago.
just tell you
I
that.
missed that meeting, I think.
Good.
As I said, they just like to come and hang out with us.
We got
So,
a babysitter.
so I'll make a motion that we approve these changes to,
Yes.
Plat 6, lot 119, fire number 62 Dodge Street for the Darius Inn.
Yes.
Second.
David.
Right.
Thank you very much.
If I don't see the windows out Thanksgiving week, I'm calling you.
Yeah. I was gonna make you guys pinky swear, but I don't wanna do that to you.
Our next item is Champlain Star, Plat 5, Lot 106, fire number 581, Beach Avenue.
Orange Star.
I own the property, he's doing the project.
All right, so the proposed project is kind of a to scale mansard boathouse that fits in on top of the hill there, at the top of the staircase. Really just scaled down version of the existing property that's there and similar, same roof pitch, same asphalt shingles, same cedar shingles on the side, same size trim, everything. And size is, I believe, 14 by 14 is the proposed size right now, and built into the hill, so the elevation in some of the pictures, and excuse me, because those are very first rough draft of doing it, and if the project has legs, we'll have more of an architect and proper site plan as it keeps going, but built into the hill a little bit, 2 double doors, French doors that open out to the north. Yet, both any projects coming off the dock and double engine mats, all sorts of historic items on block out in there, and south side is built into the hill, so the elevation ends up I have for the total, but about 10 feet above the ridge line is what the total will be with that kitchen.
So
So
you,
the double doors face the water.
Double doors face the water,
How
correct?
much flat land is in front of the doors?
It's built into the grade right now with the design, and of course, with the location of where the proposed structure is gonna be, CRMC is gonna have a big dictation on all of it, but this is kind of what we're trying for, to start, and we'll see what CRMC allows. Or, structure in front, if it needs to have a small porch or whatever, but the idea is to have the double doors at grade.
But if you're gonna use the double doors to put stuff in, how much room do you have? How much flat space do you have in front of the double doors?
In front, nothing right now, it's just a natural grade of the hill, but maybe that would be something we look into in the future.
We would tie into the stairs, we have a platform right in that area. So this should come out and then probably angle into the stairs.
Yeah. Deck it all over. Well, again, that would be, I think a CRMC decision as that.
so you just want us to approve siding and massing because you don't have any of details of the.
I think
building.
you guys are just trying to
Detail.
take the temperature,
Yeah.
as you said.
Yeah.
You know.
this, CC would approve, I think the zoning of the building passes on the lot, no problem, and then the location is, not, I don't think decided in this room, but will be.
He does have to go to CRMC. This is so that they're working in good. Yep.
Yeah,
So the double doors are gonna face the water or
Double
face the
doors.
stairs?
double doors face north towards the water, correct, yep. And then I'm trying to do a west elevation here, which is next to the staircase. I didn't draw it in, but you can see there's the Anderson 400 double hung, to the left side of it, and then there's the Anderson 100 single hung to the right.
Do you have a drawing or a photo of somebody holding a 6x6 or 8?
Yeah, that's just the idea of where the ridge line would be in the project. Included that in here, or in the photos.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all, what that was for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone coming up out of the harbor, this is water 36 elevation. So this is gonna be into the knoll, probably drop down 6 to 8 feet. So we're wanted to show if we did that, the cupola would be, I'm not gonna hold the cupola up on. So that's what this stick is supposed to show, that it's below basically the porch line.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you sit here on the porch, the idea is
Tuck it into the hill.
he's not gonna bother me.
No,
Okay.
my question continues to be, how are you gonna get into the thing with boats and everything if you're
Oh,
on the
yeah,
end of the bank?
again, the staircase goes up there and there is a landing. Ideally, it would be
Oh, I understand what the staircase.
right at the mid landing there, maybe it would get split off into it. And I think that project will be, CRMC pretty much told us where the staircase could go there, so I'm sure if this project continues, they'll tell us what we can and can't do to access it. But the idea would be to have maybe just a gap in the stair there, so you can continue up the hill or break into the boathouse to store your fishing rods.
You're not sailing boats into it.
We will not be sailing, you can be out of it, with the hill, go sledding.
So you're not gonna put boats in?
No, but there could be all sorts of projects that could go on. The idea is to have a kind of a workshop space inside there.
Okay, well, my concern was how you're gonna get a boat in there.
No, you just don't want it. Maybe.
Huh?
We have two small ones.
Yeah.
That we have lugged down the hill and launched off the dock.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility, but those can also be up, on the property. But as far as storing stuff, I acquired another boat last year. And it requires all the gear, basement, we've got between us 5 boats.
Yeah, we like the water, that's why we live on Black Islands.
We got life jackets, got medals, got booms, sails, all this stuff, and we just started, plus he surfs, he's got 7 surfboards, 6 wetsuits.
Well, wow, 12-foot sea.
Yeah, it'll be a good
Yeah.
day.
My carpet is going sailing. All of them.
I would make a motion that we accept this for sighting and massing.
I second that.
A second.
It's in
Mike-
keeping, finding the fact, it's in keeping with the architecture of the main house. And it will have to be approved by CRMC
Sure,
and zoning.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna add to that, for citing and massing, I agree. Personally, for the auxiliary boathouse, I wouldn't do the cupola, but that's discussion for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tack it on because the idea has one, and put the 3 buildings there.
Yeah, but you-
I agree with you, I don't wanna put.
Oh, hold on, can I add an addendum? We'd like to see a picture with the cupola with Chance standing and holding it up for proper,
We'll see his
um,
face in the cupola.
The idea with the cupola, board say, it would, as people in Sheffield, something with the windows open.
Ventilation up.
That would be the only reason.
We like the
But then-
ventilation, yeah.
But then trying to, make it totally in keeping on what's going on in the no, want to put the cupola on. But that's,
Well, you've got all these other windows in the,
yeah,
In the upper.
in the upper parcel.
Point out one thing, the people that haven't been here the first time visiting, they drive up and they look at his house, they think it's 100 years old. He did knock it out of the park project there.
Yeah. Well, we have a motion on the table and
One second.
it was seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Great, thank you all.
so then, Mandy, we'll get something from you to go to CRMC for the, the side of the building.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's great, thank you so much.
So that's why he's saying that he's the job. I always say the age, but I kind of built my.
I think Amanda,
Bye, guys.
somehow the application should be noted that the size is 14 by 14.
Put that down.
You did.
I wrote it into where
Next item is Aaron and Matthew Sparrow, Lot 5, Lot 121, application to plant privet hedge and make a crushed shell parking area.
You gotta state your name, George.
Good night, my name is George Regal. I'm a team for the business, they have, next.
The question is, the drawing doesn't show where the parking area is.
Yeah. The question is, in front of the house. Okay. A lot of people try to put the car, stop the car up the grass. And a lot of people walk over there and people want to be safe inside the house. More price, more price. This is why the owner want to do the edge, the fencing edge to one side to another side. The right side, if you look the house in front, the right side, they want to keep one space, the edge, or they can who coming in the house and put the car over there. And the fence will be that position to the bridge. And between the main house and the other building, they want to close that one to for price. Because if you see the bathroom, the window of the bathroom, if you walk between the two buildings, if you don't have nothing in that window, you can see who is inside the building, or who is inside the bathroom.
Well, my concern, Jorge, is I don't think that the conservation people like privet hedge on the island, because it's an invasive.
I 100.
Privets everywhere.
Yeah, but I agree. I would not vote in favor for privet. I absolutely would not. You're right next to protected, preserved property. Privet has become a problem at various locations on the island. There are so many more appropriate plantings, Rosa rugosa, the roses, some of the beach grasses that are not far from that area, viburnum, which is often used as a substitute for.
This is not the plant they want to put over there. Like a rose, nothing this.
Right, but a
Nothing-
viburnum is a hedge that can be trimmed. There's an example down the street here. Privet is an invasive plant that, in my opinion, and in several other land conservation, should not be encouraged and planted on the island. So there are more suitable plantings that can achieve the privacy, the protection. I think there's many opportunities for the owner to use something that can achieve their goals of that's more appropriate to the island, to their neighbors, and can satisfy their privacy concerns.
So
I
maybe,
think it's gonna be very difficult with any hedge that you put in to gain kind of privacy that you want. Because the house is higher above the road.
not
Yeah.
much. not much.
Well,
Yeah,
with the.
yeah.
The first floor is with the porch and all.
Yeah,
So that you're gonna have a fairly high hedge in order to.
No, you don't need the very high.
So you look at the safety.
Okay,
You don't need the very
guess
high.
I want to speak to,
It should be maybe 6 feet, no more than 6 feet.
it's going to be a traffic issue that, which is not our purview, but it's going to be a problem. There was a fence there. The previous owner had permission to redo the fence. She did not get around to doing it. My concern is this is a really beautiful little house. And it's very visible from Corn Neck. It's visible from Beach Avenue. Honestly, I mean, I spent some time in there and I never felt like anybody was looking in. The back porch is completely around the backside. The cars on the lawn of that house are horrid. And I don't know how if there's any way we can control that, if we can, and if anybody else even noticed it this summer, but there were, it wasn't like a car every now and then. There were a lot of cars on the front, what I would call the front lawn. And if you're worried about privacy in the house, if you're going to put all those cars there, you don't need both the hedge and the cars. The hedge is, I've watched this hedge. The hedge has become probably over the past, I mean, I live down the Mansion Road, and I know when the hedges were planted, and I know what they are today, and I know that they're trimmed, and they are horrific, and they grow out into the road, and it's going to be a problem. Again, historically, sure, there were hedges up the hill, they're still there from the old high chair, but they're not, they're
Are you looking for
Well-
a 6-foot hedge?
6 feet is high.
That's will detract significantly from that building.
Yeah. I would like to make a motion that the owner go to Plan B and come up with another way to achieve privacy to present to us. Whether it's another type of hedge.
Well, any kind of hedge, 6 feet is going to affect the appearance of that building significantly.
Martha, do you know what kind of fence was approved that wasn't installed?
It was like a picket fence.
There was a picket fence there.
Yeah,
Split.
it was the, where those little, where the cement steps are, was the break in the fence. Yeah,
But sure.
yeah, just a regular, normal picket fence.
Also, any type of.
Very
of,
expensive.
Shells. If for any type of a shell driveway to even be considered, like square footage and actual location. I mean, that just because, I'm just saying, I won't even consider it. Letting them cut into the lawn unless you tell me exactly how big and where it is. Because essentially, and I'll just be honest, I see this as, they're just trying to break this house into two. They bought it and they're trying to make 2 rental properties.
Well, that's why there's a lot of cars there.
That's what I'm saying. So, let's just call it what it is.
Excuse me, they own this house. It's a single family house. There's a duplex out back. They already have 3 rentals. Why do they need more?
Well, that's not our.
Yeah.
Well, it is, if we're being asked to put, form does follow function. And if we're going to be asked to put parking in the view of this really, I think, thank you, Mike, iconic house. There's got to be a better reason than they're renting more than they did before. The house was rented when I was a little kid. The folks lived in the picture's not in, yes, it is. There were 2 hen houses. One of them is not in that picture. The folks who owned the house lived in the hen house in the summer, and they rented the house, and that goes back to the 1950s. Long rental history. I don't remember cars in the yard.
Not only that, but a large hedge there would take away the view from the road of the pond.
Yep.
So the motion is for them to find something that's not privet, that's,
No head.
Yeah.
she said another option that's not privet, that's, I'm just writing.
It may not be
Previously approved.
It could be the
picket fence.
previously approved fence, but not an invasive plant. And a plan for the parking.
Like an actual footprint plan.
Yeah.
Right.
Square footage,
Exact
And it-
location.
exact location.
And I would limit the height of the hedge to 3 feet, 4 feet.
Or a short little picket fence.
Or picket fence. All in favor?
So no one seconded that.
Oh, somebody second, I'll second it.
And
You
again,
made the motion.
intention In so the owner owns, so the intention is that the iconic view shed of the house and the surrounding property is protected
Yeah.
and maintained.
Not on.
Right.
Someone,
Do I have a second? Do we have a second?
Not second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bill said I would, or no, follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got.
Okay, that's,
Not gonna find. it.
okay.
now we have a report on administrative application approvals.
Yes.
That's a me. We had 2 building permits come through for window replacements that I sent to Bill and Arlene. So it was plat 8, lot 84-6.
It
And
was
plat,
like kind.
they were all in kind replacements. The other one was plat 6, lot 75-5. They were in kind replacements that were sent to Bill and Arlene.
Okay, and then we'll table the approval of the minutes because we don't have them here, so.
Although I would have made a motion.
I appreciate that, but not everyone read them, so I will get myself together for the next meeting.
And
So
so
there-
should we.
So there's no discussion of the historic district expansion as promised?
I had that on the October's agenda
Okay.
because we had a lot of applications.
For what?
We had a lot of applications tonight, so
Oh,
I
oh,
put the
oh.
expansion on October's agenda.
Didn't understand that.
Nice work.
Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
All in favor? Aye.